Hi, this is Dominic from Paphos Life, and we're doing the hotel strip today. We're starting a little bit further up because someone wanted to see these coastal villas. First we'll have the map. It's fairly straightforward. We're going all the way up to the seafront, and from there we'll be going to the Paphos Castle, because we can now, because they fixed that road. So somebody wanted to know what these buildings look like. I didn't drive through the actual little estate itself because I wasn't sure whether it was permitted if you weren't a resident there, because it looked like it might be gated. But I did just drive around it here. So hopefully that's what you wanted to see. It looks very nice. And when we're finished here, this is going to bring us out at the very top end of Walkabouts Beach. And I've done a definitive guide to this route a couple of months ago. And I'll stick the link up now for that. I seem to remember it's paphoslife.com/v/H2024. And that will show you all the hotels along the route and all the various beaches that we go to as well. And if you click on the hotels, it will take you to the various booking sites, etc. I'm not going to go into that sort of detail in this film. This is going to be more of a general chat about the various things we're passing. So if you want information on any of the hotels, then go to that page I just mentioned. Now we are going past Walkabouts Beach, or Walkabouts Municipal Beach. There are two beaches here, and I don't know where one ends and one begins. And the first beach bar that we come across is the Cabana Beach Bar, which is just there. And gradually, as we get closer to the Paphos end, you'll see there's more and more cars start appearing. I filmed this, I think it was the bank holiday, fairly early in the morning, so there won't be many people about yet. But it was a nice sunny day. And there's parking now on both sides of the road. That's the beach bar there. And remember, if you like our content, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel, as it really does help YouTube promote us. And if you want to help us financially, then go to our paphoslife.com/coffee page, and you can either send us coffee or click on one of the affiliate links. On the left now you have Riccos Beach Bar. Excuse me. Which is very popular with a lot of people. Good place to go for a little shade, and there's also some nice animals in there as well. Now we're going to drive through the Luna Park. It's called Luna Park because it's open at night, and no other reason than that. It's actually like a term like theme park. And if you park here, you can get access to another beach bar just down there, which is also a popular wedding venue. We'll be coming out of the Luna Park now. And you should be hopefully see some Easter decorations dotted around as well. Though there are less of them this year. There are some there. You can just see those eggs in a basket on the left. Rather bizarrely parked taxi there. You won't hold that against him. Now on the hotel strip itself, at least for the first part of it, most of the interest will be on the left hand side, like all the hotels are there. Apart from the Eliaphon Holiday Village. But on the right you will get the water park. If you see all those follow the fog signs up around the place, that'll be what that's all about. And now we're going to be taking a slight detour here because I always go and say hello to St. Nicholas Chapel. It's a very popular place. And for most people, the coastal boardwalk starts here and goes all the way down to, well, Paphos Castle first of all, but then all the way from beyond that now to Sandy Beach in Lempa. But technically you can start at Walkabouts Beach if you're a completist. I'm just doing a little loop here. So people are playing a weird game just on the left here. It's sort of like a Bulls variant, but they seem to have some weird blocks involved as well, so I don't know what that was. There's another view of the chapel. It's very popular. And the coast boardwalk goes on the left there. And we're coming back out. They seem to have taken all the fencing down that was up on the right recently, which makes the area look a bit more open. And now we're starting to go past hotels on a regular basis. That's the Aquamare at the roundabout, just so you can get your bearings. There's a casino on the right. I don't know if it's actually open or whatever. My tip is to save your money and stay out of it. If you want to lose money, go and buy one of my road trip ebooks. He said you'll get something that's worth it. Right, this doesn't go to a beach itself, though if you walk up in that direction, you'll get to one. There are a few cars parked up there this time, that surprised me. But it's a nice place to drive. A bit bumpy if you're in an ordinary car though. There's the Ivy Mare on the right, with their nice big sunbeds. And one thing you'll notice on the road, the main road at the moment, is that there aren't any restaurants yet. But as you get closer to Paphos, they will start appearing more. Which is probably explains also why the hotels at this end, a lot of them all-inclusive options at the very least, and a couple were just all-inclusive. In fact, a couple of the restaurants that do appear on the right are sort of linked to the hotels as well. But now it's getting more built up and there's more shops dotted around as well. There's a few tourists around. As I said, it's quite early still though. And definitely there are a lot more tourist buses I saw on the route than there have been recently. And there are a lot more shops now. And we're just going to be turning left up ahead. And it's just before we turn left, I think it's a nice restaurant there called the Rib Shack. And this will take us to Paphos Beach and Municipal Beach. I still don't know why some beaches have names and other beaches are just called Municipal Beach. But I'm sure there's a sensible explanation for it somewhere. I mean, put it this way, I know why some beaches have names, even if some of the names don't make any sense. I mean, like Paphos, for instance, and stuff like that, which basically means broad sand. But, well, it's a tiny little beach. Why call it that? I mean, I can understand Paphos Beach, which is on the north coast of Paphos, up past Pomos, because that is a big, long beach, so it would make sense there, but not here. But it's a nicer name than Municipal Beach, which is what that little one on the left is there now. This is quite a bumpy car park, which is why most people seem to park on the road outside it. But as the year progresses, the bumps should get flattened out more. They only tend to appear after rain and then people driving over them and causing channels, etc. And now we're coming up to an area called the Triangle. There are a fair few restaurants and nightclubs in there. One of the nightclubs that used to be Felix, it was called, used to be up in Bar Street, has moved down there. And there's the famous or infamous tower, now called Soho, I see. If you look, you can just see it on the top. They're not flat. They're not like, it's not a hotel. It's accommodation. So you have apartments to rent. And to be quite honest, it doesn't bother me at all, the building now. I'm used to it. It's not that high, and once they put the cladding on, it's a lot less intrusive than it used to look. But that's my own personal opinion. I certainly don't think it's the eyesore. A lot of people think it is. Now we're coming up to the Sodat Beach Bar. And the Sodat Beach, its proper name is Rysudia A, and there's Rysudia B next to it. And Rysudia is like a brewery bar, because there used to be a brewery here, the Sodat Brewery. But when they moved, I think they gave the land to the municipality for some reason. But the name seems to have stuck. See, I can understand why a beach like that has a name, or why it's called Sodat Beach by a lot of people as well. But why don't places have names? If that makes sense. Anyway, now we're coming to a lot more restaurants and shops on the right. And the last few hotels on the hotel strip. And we mean to do a walk up here and film that, so I can get a bit more in depth on all the various restaurants, because some of them are actually very nice. I mean, most restaurants in Paphos, you won't get a duff meal. They're all pretty good because Cypriots like their food. Right, anyway, now we're coming to the Poseidonos Avenue renovations, and you'll be able to see that the left-hand side is now pretty much complete, as is the road itself. Please note the double yellow lines where they appear. And the parking areas where they appear too, like those. And they're getting on very quickly with the various landscaping, flower beds, etc. And it already looks a lot nicer than it used to. Which is hardly surprising because building sites never look attractive. But now see, we're going all the way through. Squeezing past the badly parked taxi driver. Now up ahead is a bit of a mystery because they've got a double yellow line there, but they've also got parking bays, so they've got to make up their mind what it actually is. It would make more sense if they got rid of the parking bays, to be honest. Only those two that were there, not the other ones. And now we're going down past Papantonio's supermarket. And it's all looking a lot better and easier to navigate than it has been in the past. So let the bus go then. So now we're coming onto the seafront itself. And that's looking as lovely as it always does, thanks to its own renovation work. It'll be interesting to see how Coral Bay Strip compares when that's complete to this. And you'll see the bus going to its new bus station, whereas we will drive up past the restaurants. And in the middle you have the archaeological park, which in my mind is the number one thing you should see if you come visiting Paphos. Make sure you go there, preferably early in the morning. Or late in the afternoon, but sometime when it's a bit cooler. Doesn't really apply so much now, but in July or August you'll thank me. Right, we're coming to the end now. I'll just take you up to get a nice view of the castle at the end, and then we'll say goodbye. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next film.